Hello everybody, Simon with Van Quig Coins and Bullion here, and today I want to talk to you guys about what you should do both as a collector and a dealer if you are at a slow coin show or a just plain bad coin show. So I'll have some talking points and I'll review some stuff that I purchased at the South St. Paul show. It was not what I would consider a stellar show. It was good. I bought things. Bought things that I can sell, which is even better, but it wasn't what I would consider a home run show. So let's talk about some of the points that I have here, and you guys can discuss in the comments thoughts on that as well. So kind of the baseline for me is, my thought is, I came to the coin show, it was bad, but it beats not showing up. You know, if you guys think, well, I'm not going to show up, the last show is bad, you know, just show up. It beats not going. You might make a connection. You might make a deal that makes it worth it to you, or you might make a lot of small deals with dealers or customers as a dealer that turns the show from a flop into something halfway decent. So definitely the first step is to show up. The next thing to do, if the show is not doing well or you're not making sales, something you can do in the meantime is to network. Again, I always talk about this, guys, but this is a relationship-based hobby and it is a relationship-based industry as well. You need to work with the collectors and the dealers both ways to both get product in and to get product out. So you need to source it and get it out of your inventory as well. So it's all about knowing who will buy what at what price and making sure that you have a little room in there for yourself as well. You know, going off of networking, talk to dealers about what's coming up, what future deals might they have in the works. You know, is this something that I could use that can help you out? You know, dealers don't need 30% or 40%, 35%, pardon me, or 40%. You know, it's not a retail friendly thing. So I buy this, I have capital tied up. Who is going to buy this for me? It's not going to be collectors. It's going to be Simon. Simon's going to come by. I want to have a bag of it for him. He's going to buy it at a fixed price where I know I can make money, and we'll both be happy and we'll keep liquid capital. And that's important for dealers. You know, for me as someone who, you know, it's not glamorous buying this stuff, but it makes money, guys, and that's what's important. You know, making money each day and every day, and then developing connections and learning who has a problem with something and how can I solve it for them, whether it's a customer or a dealer. Buying marginal items to flip for a profit, and the profit is typically just a few percent. You know, I'm buying, you know, sterling rounds, sterling bars, Canadian 80%, you know, proof eagles 35%, 40%, and basically, you know, I'm not making a crazy amount, but I buy enough of it and I ship enough of it where I can make my margin and it's worth doing it. So there's a lot of dealers that just, it piles up and they don't know what to do with it, or they find someone else who will take it off their hands. And that's typically me. And I'm happy to do that because I would rather make a little bit than not make anything at all. Another good thing is, a dealer especially, is sell old stock to help your cash flow. So if you have coins that you bought, you know, old for me would be, you know, 4 or 6 months even. I try to turn my stuff over within a month or two and keep fresh items in the store for you guys, and keep things interesting, because I know when I go to tables or I look on someone's website and it's the same stuff every single week after week after week, I'm just not going to check. You know, I go to a show and someone doesn't have anything interesting, you know, multiple months in a row, I'm probably I'll look at it later, but it's not a priority for me. So it's good to, you know, make 5% on a coin or 8%, and just get it moved on to another dealer, or even take a loss depending on how far along I am in that deal. You know, I look at things in a gross, kind of a total sense where, you know, everything that I bought today, you know, all the 35%, all the 45%, all the sterling, the Eagles, the Canadian 80%, that all goes into a group. And let's say that I had some coins in there as well, some numismatics, and I was sitting on them and they weren't doing anything for me. I will just take a small loss to get them gone, moved on to someone else, and I can free up that capital. And that is important, guys, is to make sure that you have money available for when things come along. Collections, you don't want to be the person that doesn't have any money. You want to be able to jump on it, say, yes, I have the $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 that you need right now, and I'm able to service you, buy your items, give you the money, write you a check, and be able to get you going on your way. And then they pass that news along to someone else, and it's just a positive chain effect for you and your business, where you're able to effectively help customers and be able to service them in the way that they need to be serviced. Another good thing is to prearrange deals, both with customers coming in or other dealers. So like I said, if you have dealers that know that they have big lots coming in, let's say someone has $10,000 or $100,000 collection coming in, and they want to be able to liquidate half of that to free up capital, then I can say, well, I'm going to buy your 40%, your 90%, your 35%, your bullion at this fixed rate, and I will buy it that day at the show. Or if on the opposite side of the table is if I have customers that are looking for specific things, I can say, well, I have this for you, and basically I've been able to purchase it. It's come in a collection, or I found something graded that fits your criteria and your price point, and they can meet you at the show and be able to do that transaction there. And then it's very likely that they'll do business with you more or other dealers, which is just generally good. Another thing is to stay visible and relevant to both dealers and collectors. So if you are going to, one show every 3 months, one show every 6 months, or one show a year, you're not going to be very visible or relevant. People aren't going to think of you. If I don't go to every single show and talk with dealers all the time about 35% and 40%, they're not going to save it to me. They're going to give it to someone else that wants it, or they're not going to bring it. And, I rely on that showing up for me to be able to make some money. So that's important for me to be constantly reminding and discussing with dealers to stay relevant, and collectors as well, saying, hey, here's my website. I buy coins, currency, bullion, jewelry, all that stuff. Come check me out, come to my shop, come to me when I'm set up at a show, or, how can I help you get what you need or switch out what you have for what you need. So it's basically very important to be able to stay visible, relevant, etc. And lastly, probably a little more relevant for me, maybe than other people, is to plan content. So for me, I'm thinking about, okay, how can I turn this into a video, or be able to, make content about this? How can I network with people? How can I move forward and promote my business? So that is a big facet of this whole thing as well, being able to provide a service to you guys on the internet, as well as through Instagram, eBay, my website, all that stuff. It's just totally pertinent, and it's a huge facet of this business. So to recap, what to do at a slow coin show or a bad coin show. Definitely, first step is to show up. Second step is networking and relationship-based business. The third step is look for future deals, or what is new deals coming in to other dealers. Buy marginal items to flip for a guaranteed profit. Sell old stock to help your cash flow. Work on prearranged deals. Stay visible and relevant to dealers and collectors. Advertise to dealers and collectors as well. And then finally, plan content. So that is kind of some good points for me to you guys on what to do for a bad coin show. And we will wrap this portion of the video up and dive right into the giveaway. All right, everybody. So let's get into that giveaway. For today, it's this 1979S proof nickel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to be entered. You can check out all my stuff, website, Instagram, eBay. It's all linked here, both in my landing page and in the description of each of the videos. So let's dive into that giveaway. 38 comments. Thank you guys. All right, Sunny Guns, you are the winner. And for the next video, we're going to be giving away, I have an extra 99S 1 cent. I will be giving that away. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.